Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hunting for Silver Linings. Today is Monday, May 31, here in the Great Lakes region of the United States. I'm the chapter director of Startup Grand Rapids, and today we're joined for our maybe third conversation. And I'm so excited to welcome you back. If you can just give us a quick little introduction, because you're a former director, but also an ecosystem builder still. So a quick intro on you, and then we can get to catching up.
All right, my name is Sedem. I'm a final year student in KNUST, Computer Science. I used to be the former director. I used to be the director actually for Startup Grind. Then, I was going to final year and a lot of stuff was happening, so I couldn't keep up. So I have to resign and focus on, final year stuff and finish up my projects. And yeah, hopefully after school, I'll right back jump into it and continue somewhere as a chapter director. Because I'm a community builder, and I think I'll be doing that for the rest of my life, I think.
Awesome. Yeah. We so we've interviewed a bunch of people that have been directors, stepped aside, plugged back in, and there's a theme that, like, once you're in the Startup Grind family, you're never out of the family. You're always in the family. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So in the 6 months that it's been since we've connected, maybe you could give us a little idea on what has changed there locally, with the pandemic, and then also with you.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, Corey. It's like the network. It's really like. So I lost you along the way.
I was wondering if you could give us an update on what's happened in this last 6 months, as far as your region and the pandemic, your region and business, and then we're also going to be interested in hearing about what's going on with you.
Okay, so basically, for the past 6 months, I think from January up to now, tomorrow is June actually. So let's say it's almost 6 months already. Yeah, and in our own part of the world, Corona is kind of getting a bit. I should say it's getting better. It's not as devastating as unfortunately is happening at other side of the world, like for example India and other places. So businesses are quite bouncing back well, but things will never remain the same. So a lot of businesses are now focusing on doing their transactions online and doing everything possible to make sure people don't get into physical contact with each other actually. And a couple of startups have actually, managed to raise funds even during this era. The only thing is that funding right now is kind of biased towards fintech companies in the West African region, because I know you heard about Stripe and Paystack. Yeah, that was a multi-million deal. So it's kind of like shifted attention to, the spotlight is now on the fintechs actually. So I think somewhere this month, at the beginning of this month, there was a summit that was hosted called Ghana FinTech Summit, and I was privileged enough to be among the participants that were available for the heavily on fintech startups here.
Cool. So then, thank you for that. And what about with you, the projects that you've been working on? I see, like, I've looked at your website. Things are changing, things are moving fast, right?
Yeah. So during the lockdown, I think during the call with you, I don't know if I mentioned to you I was how do you call it? I was sponsored by MasterCard to undergo a marketing course with multiple. So right after that, I've worked on a couple of projects, but unfortunately, most of the projects I've worked on, we couldn't launch because they kind of like, I don't know, the projects and Corona are not like on the same page. So I'm actually just hoping that Corona will kind of like, wear off completely. To a point that we can actually go out and, have activities, then we'll get to launch most of the products that we've actually worked on. Yeah. I'm currently working on one that connects students' talents to companies.
Mhm.
So companies, I mean, there's this gap, this bridge between companies accessing talents, like talents from students. Like there's a divide between academia and industry. So we are trying to build a project that will connect industry to talents that are currently in school. So companies can get access to talents, groom them, and actually integrate them into their workforce. Yeah. We call it skill connect. It's not fully live yet, but I will send you a link as soon as we send it live. Hopefully by the end of June, it should be live and be working here.
Very good. And is that mostly for like internships, or is it for actual like jobs and careers?
Okay, so we have three modes. It's for both students and graduates, with the emphasis, of course, on students. So we have a contract mode, internship mode, and integrate mode. So contract mode, as the name states, it's a contract. So companies looking for short-term, talent to work with to build a tool or something like that. Those are for like people that are willing to kind of like a freelance staff. Then we have internship for students who have either student or non-student. Anybody interested in actually interning with a company can actually check through the pool of internships available, and after we connect them with companies to do internship. Then integrate is only available for students that are in their senior year.
Mhm.
So integrate model is kind of like the USP, the unique selling points of our platform. So companies can recruit students via the platform, then train them and nurture them into the kind of engineers they will be wanting at their company. So they will be giving them, training where projects to work on. So right after school, they integrate them into their workforce. That's why we call it integrate. Yeah. So those are the three modes for the platform.
Okay. And is this specifically for a certain kind of talent?
Yeah. It's actually tech bias. So we are looking at UI UX designers, developers, technical writers, SEO specialists, and yeah, it's kind of like tech bias. All of it's actually tech bias. I'm a computer science student, so I mean, I'm looking out for my people. I mean, at first,
That makes sense.
yeah,
And is it specifically like in a region? So is it for Ghana, or is it
yeah. For now, we are actually focusing on Ghana with like so, and kind of focusing on startups that actually want talent. Startups don't have like
right?
a lot of funds to actually going for professional talent that will charge them like a lot of money. So it's a win-win for everybody. Students get paid internship and they are guide. I know they have people, let's say senior developers or in the company serving as mentors for them, and the companies to get talent to work with them at a moderate cost. So at the end of the day, everybody actually wins.
That's awesome. So then, do you already have a bunch of companies that are interested? Like, has it been fairly easy to get companies adopting?
Oh, okay. So, uh,
Hmm? Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. So, I'm privileged enough to be, connected with industry people. So, I'm talking to a couple of CEOs to actually onboard them before the product actually goes live. We've not done any official, like sign up, but I've been having conversations around it and trying to get them on board. There's a need for it. There's a need for the products already. So I think we wouldn't have a problem actually onboarding companies because acquiring talent is one thing that's kind of like quite difficult of late to actually get into. So if there's somebody willing to actually make it happen for you, in a very split second, I don't think there's a need for it already. So to eventually work on.
Yeah. So eventually, it seems like it would be a really great platform for companies that might want to, like, outside the area, to come and engage this talent, right? Because obviously, it's quite popular for tech talent to work remote for companies all over the planet, right?
Exactly. So we are kind of like we'll be launching within our own ecosystem and try to use it to get a market fit. Like try to make sure the product is, try to sell all the loopholes. Because after all, it's a tech product. The moment it's launched, you will see loopholes all around. So
Yeah.
we use our own ecosystem to perfect the product. And when everything is set and it's running, then we open it up to the rest of the world. I think by next year, that should be like, even before next year, by the end of the year, yeah. I'll be leaving school somewhere August. So I'll start my national service, so I will have quite some time on my hand to actually work on other stuff.
Sure. Well, congratulations. This sounds like a really awesome project. And I know it's not easy starting things up like that. And did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The network is quite.
Yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations on that. Thank you. Like it's not easy to start something up like that.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
How big is the team that you're working with?
Okay, so currently I work with Brand Afrique. I know you know about Brand Afrique, the agency I handle that build software products and design for other companies. We are about 10, I think 3 dev guys, 6 creatives. Yeah, those are the so almost all the products I'm building, I build it with the same team. Like so there are most of them are my mates in my class and a couple of them are out of my class. I have one guy in chemistry doing chemistry, but he's kind of a very good developer. Yeah. Paul. So yeah, I work with these guys on almost everything I'm actually building.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and then you said like when you're finished with school in August, what does life look like after that?
That's a very beautiful question.
Who knows?
Truth of the matter is at this point in time, every final year student is on the edge actually. Like nobody can actually predict what will happen right after here. But in our own side of the world, we have something called national service. So after the school year, you get to do a service with a company for 1 year as a way of paying back to your nation. Yeah. So basically, everybody will get a place that they will position to work at least for a year. Then I think after that, you have to survive.
Okay. Oh,
So personally for me, the goal is to actually build. We use that 1 year period to launch. As we have quite a couple of projects that we've actually finished building that we've not launched yet. So we'll be using those times to, fine tune this product and launch the one that's supposed to be launched and yeah, build more products for other companies as well. That's in terms of Brand Afrique, work on much more. Yeah, personally on my side, the design side, I'm a UI UX designer, so I take up a couple of freelance jobs, focus on, design and yeah, let's see where it goes from there. We'll build more solutions for sure.
it sounds like you're going to be very, very busy. So that's awesome. Congratulations. I'm really
Thank
excited
you.
to hear all that. Yeah.
Okay, and before I forget this, I kind of like I'm working with one company right now that's into the insurtech space in Ghana. So insurance, they provide a SaaS platform for software as a service platform for insurers to actually manage their leads. It's called insurerity. Their website is insurerity.com. So I'm handling their part of their design and marketing right now. Yeah, so I think you should look out for these guys. I feel like they are about to move out to other African countries as I'm talking right now, and their solution is kind of actually it's going to be a game changer for the insurance. Africa insurance is not quite as I mean as it is at your end in the Western world. So these guys are trying to change the whole stuff.
All right, cool. You're back. Sweet. So you're back, right?
Sure, I'll be at the capital during my service, so we will not have this.
I got your back. Aw. We lost Prosper. Maybe he'll join.
Yeah.
All right. I got you back.
Wow. So I just have to switch in between internet service providers.
Oh, sure.
It's, wow.
Ah, are you back?
I'm back. I just literally have to switch in between internet service providers. Like it's that bad. Like
Sure. Well, that brings up a question. So, with the pandemic and the increased digitization across the planet, especially in your region, what does that look like from the state level or private level as far as communications and infrastructure? Any added focus here uh, on supporting the digitization of life?
so, truth be told, it's like these companies are more focused on the urban areas. Like as I'm talking to you right now, I'm in the Ashanti region. It's a bigger area compared to Accra. Accra is a bit bigger than it. So if you go to Accra, internet penetration is quite, I mean, not too fast, but I mean it's quite considerable. But like when you go to other sides of the country, then you realize you've been living a lie. Like it's quite, you can just see it through this call. I'm actually at a regional capital. I'm on campus actually. I'm in school. I was trying to use my school Wi-Fi, and I mean, it's just on and off, on and off,
Right.
on and off. It's not stable. So honestly, there's a lot that have to be done when it comes to like penetration, communication wise, penetration of digitalization actually, because we almost everything we do right now has depends on the internet, from work to life and everything. So you could see the difficulty that people have to go through every day to stay connected, and it even goes a long way to affect student projects and other stuff. Because a project that you're supposed to use 2 months for, if you don't take time, might even translate beyond 3 months or something like that. So, yeah, they are quite like still a lot of work that has to be done when it comes to penetration.
um, I'm working with a startup in sub-Sahara Africa, so totally different region, but similar issues as far as penetration on connectivity, and their focus is also on very strong focus on SMS, just to get around that. Um, so, yeah, interesting.
Okay, SMS basically in Ghana, it's not actually a big problem. I think somewhere last year, I with my guys even built a solution that we call bulk reach for like communicating among small scale businesses. We just didn't launch it. I mean, we have Haptel in Ghana. I don't know if you've heard of Haptel before.
Mm.
They are payment processors, the PSPs. They do that as well as I mean sending SMS, bulk SMS, helping small business to reach their people by bulk SMS. The main problem we have is internet connection, to be specific. I mean data. When it's about call, I mean penetration of like voice call, it's not that bad. I mean it's quite on the average doing good, but internet connectivity, it's where I mean there's a major problem. And you see in this space, it's kind of capital a lot. So it's kind of like a monopolized kind of system because it's capital intensive to get into. So you have MTN, Ghana, Vodafone, and Excel Tigo, which the government they have this luxury of no, I mean, not being too. There's not much of competition to them, so they I mean, they are not doing much as I think they should be doing, basically. Yeah.
Right. Very interesting. Cool. Is there anything else that you wanted to give an update on?
Yeah. I think I would like to talk about Bezos Smart. So Bezos Smart is a fintech company that raised, I think, 200,000 somewhere within just this month, I think. Yeah, they are a MEST startup, Water School of Entrepreneurial Technology. It's headquartered in Ghana. So they MEST have this program that allow university graduates to apply for a 1 year entrepreneur. They call it entrepreneurs in training program that they they teach you software development and allow you to partner with somebody and build a product and have a demo day that you pitch your idea and get funding. Yeah, and build it. So they are, I mean, they are, as I'm saying, right now everything is kind of biased towards the fintech space, and it looks as if it will take a while for other sectors to actually get attention that they will be wanting. Because as it stands right now, every major investor is now just focused on fintech. So there's quite a lot of fintech companies coming out of, I mean, startups being started in Ghana right now. Yeah, and you will see more of that. I'm just hoping that along the line, other sectors will get the attention that they need to get, because there are equally other problems that need to be solved as well. But just that fintech gives investors quite a faster way of making returns on their investments. So, I mean, as a businessman, it's all about making much more money. So they, they are kind of focused on the fintech side.
Yeah. What are some of the other industries that you're thinking or sectors that you're thinking need special attention? Did you hear my last question?
No, I just
All right. Looks like you're back. So, um, or maybe not. Am I good now?
hello. Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Can you hear me?
Okay, here we are. So,
Okay.
um, uh, my question is, um, so fintech is getting all the fame right now. Um,
All the attention.
what other sectors do you think should get some focus after fintech?
I think I'll go for health wise, like the health sector, because there's not much that have been able to be done in the health sector. I mean, with startups in technology wise, I think because of regulation and other stuff that are around it, health sector is very important. Then after that, I think education. They've not much apart from these guys. What's their name? The science set guy, Dext. Okay, so there's this company called Dex that they create science sets for young people to do experiment with good road actually need a lot of attention aside fintech.
I kind of lost you there for a moment.
Yeah, okay.
But it's I did catch what you were saying, so I appreciate that. Um, but unless you have any other updates for us, we can look forward to talking again, maybe after university, and see how things are going.
Definitely, definitely. I'll be glad to have conversation with you after university, because I'll be experiencing what every other else. I mean, graduate will be, undergrad will be experiencing right after school. So I think we will have to much more to talk about. Hopefully, if hunting for silver linings continue for quite some time. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's fun.
we're gonna keep this thing going. This has been a lot of fun. So, Sedem, thank you so much for the generosity of your time to reconnect and let us know what's going on in your region. Also with you, because now you have a bunch of people that are really excited for your success and to follow and track what you're working with. So, congratulations on everything, and thank you.
Okay, looks like it's stable now.
All right. Well, I'm going to log off. Best wishes to you, my friend. Great to see you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll be on the lookout for the link on maybe LinkedIn or something, a link to the podcast, the previous ones you've heard and other ones. Then I'll be glad to listen to the other speakers as well.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great one.
All right, sure.